Alright, so here's a demonstration of part 1 of the Pong project. Currently I'm just holding down the reset button to keep everything nice and still for us. When I let go of this button, you'll notice that the LEDs will move from left to right, then right to left, and then back to left to right again. And then along the way, the 7-segment display is going to be displaying the current state of the game. So this is a game of Pong you're going to be programming. For right now, you don't actually have to code for any of the players actually hitting the ball. Right now we're just going to be simulating that the players are hitting the ball perfectly each and every time for player 1 and player 2. So starting off, when I let go of the reset button, we're going to be starting off in the reset state, which will be 0. And then state 1 is the ball moving from left to right. State 2 is going to be the ball at the rightmost LED. State 3 is the ball going from right to left. And then state 4 is the ball being at the leftmost LED. And then the LED just goes back to state 1, where it's just going from left to right again. Now, another thing that you want to be able to do with your game is that currently we're just running this at 1 cycle a second. We're gonna have a switch that's going to cycle through at 2 cycles a second now, so pretty much twice as fast, right? Yep, just like that. And then we should also be able to click the reset button and have everything go back to, the reset state. And just to demonstrate that that actually worked real quick. Yep. And then you should also be able to switch the game, the speed of the game back to 1 cycle a second as well. And then we can reset it just to demonstrate that that's still doing as, behaving as expectedly. Yep. And that's part 1 of the Pong project. Now, in the future, for part 2, you are going to have to actually be displaying the score on the 7-segment display and pressing the button, you're going to have additional buttons that you're going to have to be using for not just resetting, but for also allowing player 1 and player 2 to actually hit the ball. But that will be for part 2, so no worries about that for right now. But good luck.